Hi, welcome to Pierce County Trivia. Today is going to be all about Parkland. We're going to tell you what there is to see. We can determine what revitalization's happened in Parkland lately, and just an overall feel for what's going on in Parkland. With me today, I have my compadre, Rick Talbert from District 5 on the Pierce County Council. And Rick and I share Parkland. He represents East Parkland, I have West Parkland, and we fight all the time about which part of Parkland is better. But the bottom line is, it's all great. And Rick, why don't you let everybody know what divides our district in Parkland?
Well, Doug, as you mentioned, you have the pleasure of representing West Parkland, and I have the distinct pleasure of representing the better part of Parkland, East Parkland. The dividing line is conveniently located on Pacific Highway, right down the center of Parkland. Now, I've got a question for you, Doug. We're currently here at a really cool location in East Parkland known as the LeMay Family Car Center. Can you tell me what this building used to be?
I believe that it used to be a military academy.
That's correct. At the turn of the previous century, the Sisters of St. Dominic purchased this facility, which operated until 1975. And then in the 80s, Harold LeMay purchased it, and it's evolved over the past 35 plus years to what it is today.
It's great. Well, its museum is certainly great, and it's hard not to enjoy everything around you. It's just wonderful. Parkland has gone through a recent revitalization. What would you say are some of the key muscle movements in making that happen?
First of all, we have an engaged community in Parkland, and we have incredible partners in Parkland. Pacific Lutheran University plays a tremendous role, and I think one of the catalysts recently was an effort between the county and PLU and the Garfield Business District and some private local developers to build Garfield Station. And we've seen that jumpstart many other property development and other improvements up and down Pacific Avenue. Another example of recent improvements or additions to Parkland is at the Mayfair Playfield. And they approached the county about making some improvements. We were able to put money together, and last year that community came together. Over 100 volunteers showed up and put in a new play equipment, and they now have just celebrated the first year anniversary.
You're now in the Douglas wing of the LeMay Car Museum here in Parkland. And let's talk a little bit about Sprinkler Center. Can you name some of the recreational activities that occur there and the best job to have at Sprinkler?
Okay, well, I think I have some answers for you, Doug.
Okay, good.
So you can play tennis. You could take part in a softball game. And of course, Sprinkler has Pierce County's biggest and best ice rink. And I would have to think that the best job to have at Sprinkler would have to be the Zamboni driver. Yeah,
and I agree with you, because I ran down there actually right after the gentleman retired after 40 years, hoping I could get the job, but no luck.
If you had one day to spend in Parkland, just one day, how would you do it? What would you include in that day?
That's a tough question, because I'd have to go back first to Breezeman Forest, because I would definitely want to start the day probably with a hike back in through there. Then I'd probably happen over to the museum, because just hours you could spend in there looking at cars and the great displays that they have. Garfield Stationery, at Marzano's, as an example, would be a great thing to do.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you've picked, I think, 3 of mine favorite, but Parkland has so much to offer. Mm-hmm. I think walking through the campus at PLU, it's a beautiful campus, the gorgeous art throughout the campus. So there are so many opportunities within Parkland to spend a day. I think you need more than a day, maybe a week.
I agree.
Doug, it's been incredible being out here today with you. Amid all these incredible cars.
I get that a lot, by the way.
I bet you do. and being able to share with you and talk about the incredible opportunities in Parkland, I just think it's too bad, being out here, that we didn't have an opportunity to actually drive one of these cars. How cool would it be to be able to take a step back in time and get behind the wheel of one of these?
It'd be really cool. Grasshoppers, so What do you say we take a ride?
You think it'd be okay?
Yeah, you're going to drive it out.
I'll do it. Let's do it.
All right. Thanks.